Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Modern Overman. Okay, so for today's video, I'm just going to keep it short, and you'll probably see from a combination of the title and thumbnail. And it's not really clickbait. There's a bit of a caveat to it, but mostly I am done with Hunt Showdown. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm not going to be making specific videos for it going any further on the YouTube channel. It just takes up so much of my time, and I don't do YouTube as a job, as I'm sure you can surmise. I don't have very many subscribers, which is fine, but I don't make any money off of my videos, and frankly, working full time, being a father and a husband, I can only dedicate so much time to, not only capturing the footage, that actual playtime, but then focusing on time on editing the videos, putting together all the footage, and publishing them. It just takes so much time that I don't have anymore. There's so many other endeavors that I'm currently working on. I'm writing a book, and I'm doing some other stuff as well that just takes away time from, specifically Hunt Showdown, but other games as well. Now, what that doesn't mean I am completely stopping playing video games, and it doesn't mean I'm stopping the Twitch channel. In fact, the Twitch channel is where you'll mostly be able to see my activity, but I'm going to be posting those VODs here on the channel for your viewing pleasure if you want to go back and watch those videos. I know people definitely enjoy going back and watching those, which is totally fine. I'm happy that people like that. Now, specifically here, does that mean I'm completely done with Hunt Showdown 100%? I will never play again? Well, no. In fact, there's, as this video is releasing, the current Empress of the Web, or Shadows, Web of the Empress, something like that. I don't know what it's called. I don't care. That just dropped a few days ago, and so that is going to be going strong, obviously, for very many people. It's a very long event, and I really wish they would stop calling them events and just call them seasons at this point, because I mean, this one is even the longest one yet at 112 days, which is crazy to me, considering what events used to be. It did not used to be this. They used to be like 30-day, 40-day events, and they would always add like significant content to them. And the issue that I have with Hunt Showdown is issues that I've brought up before in the past on this channel. The overall meta of the game, the problem with the events and them taking away from the objective of the game, that is going for the bounty and extracting with the bounty token. There's just so many other distractions, and there's so many things that they don't add that I wish they could add, like weapons. Like, you guys remember this is a first-person shooter, right? And so it's frustrating that weapons, shooting guns, right, rifles and shotguns and the pistols and things like that, that has become less of a focus of the game, and it's more of like all these other sandbox things that you can do. And I get that they're focusing on more player freedom, and that's great, but it's just not really for me anymore. And so going forward, I'm not really going to be playing Hunt all that much. I'll definitely, stream it when I can. It is definitely, there's something about Hunt that I still really love. That's the gunplay and the overall bounty hunt experience, like in tracking the bounty and dealing with other players, and having a showdown at the boss lair. I really love that, but I don't really experience that anymore. I don't really experience that overall feeling anymore. It comes in very infrequent spurts, and so but that means that on the occasion, when they do introduce, like, okay, here's a couple new weapons, like for example, we have the new shotgun and new Centennial in this update as scarce weapons for whatever reason. Again, it's more of something to force people towards the new compound that they made specific for the event, and less towards the bounty. Of course, you can always probably get bounty tokens there, but it's a way to force people there because they're scarce weapons, instead of just introducing them into the battle pass. And so while I'm very happy they introduced a couple of new weapons, One of them is more of a variant than a brand new weapon, but that's okay. I'm happy that they introduced those, and I'm going to be trying them out. I'm very much looking forward to those, and I'm very much looking forward to the new UI changes that they made. I'm very happy with that, and all the other various quality of life changes that they've made. But overall, that's not really enough of a draw for me, and so this kind of stepping away from Hunt semi-permanently is more or less going to be something, well, are they introducing new weapons? Is there a big new AI that they're introducing? I get it, we've got the little spiderlings, whatever they are, that they're introducing as a new AI. I'm sure that they'll stick around after the event, because that would just make sense, them pouring a lot of time and research into making a new AI like this work. And so I'm sure they're going to stick around as a new AI. I'm happy with that. We need that sort of variety in the game. But, unless they introduce like a really interesting, small slate of weapons, or when they finally, if ever, release another new map other than Mammoth Gulch, or if there's some like interesting time of day that I want to see, or new wild card condition, or anything else that seems like really new, I'll try that out, just to see. But like, I'm not going to be going through all the battle passes. Again, I already have so many skins unlocked, and another skin just isn't enough to entice me to get back into the game. And largely, this is due to the problems, again, that I listed out before and in other videos, but also like there are other games that I want to get to. I've been playing RoboCop. I need to get back to it on stream. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey on stream. When we're getting into the month of October, I'm going to be doing the newer Resident Evil games on stream, which I'm very much looking forward to, specifically Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, in anticipation for 9 when that comes out next year in 26. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And yeah, there's just other games that I'm wanting to get to, like Lies of P. I'm a big fan of Souls-likes, and I'm also, this maybe is a potential tease, I guess, but I'm thinking about going through all of the, FromSoft games from Demon Souls on stream. I think that might be a lot of fun. But yeah, with that being said, this video is already getting a little bit longer than I want it to be, which is fine. But yeah, again, just all this being said, doesn't mean I'm never gonna pick up Hunt again. There's definitely things that I'll look forward to in the future if it's enticing enough, but not enough to dedicate the channel to it any longer. Again, I just have other interests that I need to get to. Yeah, and also too, I will still be streaming. You can follow me on Twitch at Modern Overman. And I would love to come by and chat, as long as you're not trying to sell me anything. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and leave it there. I thank everybody who has helped me grow the channel as much as it has, and has supported my videos and the comments and liking and just interacting with me on the Facebook groups and interacting with me here. I'm not done doing YouTube by any means. But Hunt Showdown is no longer going to be the focus, and I just hope that, folks are interested in what I put out there. So, with that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.